Now, it's 22 minutes past 7. We're going to talk about an osprey who became an online star during the first lockdown. He's returned to his nest and he's come back early this year.
He's been making his home at the same area of the Scottish Highlands since 2017. A live Nest camera means that's how he's built up his legion of fans. His name's Louis, by the way.
Yeah, so we're going to talk to George Anderson. He's from the Woodland Trust. He joins us this morning. George, morning to you. Thanks for joining us bright and early on a Saturday morning. Do you know why he's come back early?
No, it's a very complicated business, the migration of an osprey. So there are all sorts of things that can happen between here and West Africa, where we think he spends the winter. The weather in the Bay of Biscay, which direction our own weather systems are going. I think you'll know that of late we've had quite a lot of northerlies, which actually should probably have worked against him. But it has been noted that quite a lot of the UK ospreys this year have come back earlier than normal. Not by a huge margin, a few days. So Louis in the past, his earliest has been the 2nd of April. But he's usually somewhere towards the 9th of April before he appears. And so be into March, it's a first. So it could be that he's just got used to where he's coming and has found the best route, or it just could be that that the weather was fair for him. But obviously, the background to this, we always have to worry about climate change and if that's going to impact on this species, which really is so weather dependent when it's making its big migration.
As you say, it's West Africa. You think maybe he's been in Senegal over the winter, perhaps. What's the state of the osprey population? Because obviously at one point there were none of them in the UK, but what's it like now?
So we reckon there's over 300 breeding pairs now, and that's expanding every year. They're in these difficult times, they're a very positive nature story. It's a species that's coming back in big numbers to the UK. It was absent from the First World War through to the 1950s and returned to Loch in the Cairngorms, I think in the late 50s, maybe early 60s. And since then, every year more chicks and the occasional bird coming over from mainland Europe every now and again has stirred the pot until we're doing very nicely. And we now have ospreys right down the south coast, Poole and Dorset. They're in Wales. They're all over the UK, and people see them flying up. That's really exciting at this time of year. People all over England are watching the Scottish ospreys as they're flying up the country to get back to their nests.
George, morning, it's Naga. I'm all about the love when it comes to Louis. Now, he had a partner, didn't he, between 2007 and 2010. He's got a new partner now. Now, Louis's back, but is Dorcha back?
So Dorcha's not back yet, and we wouldn't expect Dorcha. Well, Dorcha might be early back too this year, but her normal range of being back from her previous experiences between the 9th and the 11th of April. So he may have a little bit of a wait. And actually, funnily enough, the reason we named him Louis was that originally he had an 18-day wait for his first mate to arrive, and he sat on the nest looking very forlorn back in 2017. Oh. And I thought, it just came into my mind, he was Lonesome Louis. That was how I came up with the name. And then obviously when Ayla, his first mate, arrived, we dropped the Lonesome because he's been a bit of a Lothario since then. He's been an excellent dad, produced quite a few chicks, and he never a day goes by that he doesn't bring fish in for his family. He's quite a remarkable hunter.
Oh, I think you've got a soft spot for Louis.
Louis the Lothario.
The Lothario and the family man. Oh. Obviously, a good provider. So you're talking him up. OK, well, let's hope Dorcha comes soon. No doubt we will speak to you if and when she does arrive. George, it's been a joy talking to you. Thanks for getting up for us.
No problem.
Take care.
Take care.
That's George Anderson from the Woodland Trust.